this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that you need to know about Chat GPT before you dive in and start using it in your business. Number 1 is you really need to know what you're working with, whether it's Chat GPT or Bard or any of the other up and coming programs or ones that currently exist. There's a lot of text to chat programs available out there. You really need to know what the limitations of those programs are. So right now, the free version of Chat GPT has data limited to September of 2021. So it's only been loaded with data up until that point, as well as it doesn't have live access to the internet. Now that might change even a day from now, but for right now, the free version does not. There's a lot you can do with Chat GPT Plus, which is their paid version of chat. And with that, you can connect to the internet. There's a lot of plugins that allow you to tap into other resources and other formats of using Chat GPT and that technology. But for right now, Chat is limited in the knowledge that it knows. So it's always good for you to look around any program that you're using and just see what those limitations are and where that data is coming from. Number 2, it's important to note that Chat GPT does not give static responses. If I give it a prompt and you give it the exact same prompt word for word, we are most likely to get 2 completely separate responses. They may have similarities, but the way that it's going to respond is going to be different between when I put it in and you put it in, or even when I put it in a second time. So it's really important to know that it is dynamic responses, so you can't expect the same result every single time for even the exact same prompt. Number 3, beware of hallucinations. So this is the term that ChatGPT gives for inaccurate responses that it may produce. Hallucinations can refer to imaginative, fictional, and inaccurate responses. It's really important to double check anything that ChatGPT gives you because it could be factually incorrect. It may contain data that is not true, and it may be not your intent with how it produces the content that you've asked it to produce. It is using its own intelligence to apply context and to apply understanding to your requests. And sometimes it stretches the truth to be able to respond to you in the way that it thinks you want responses. There are incidences where it gives fake references. So if you can say, where did you get this information? It may produce invalid and non-existent references and websites. I asked it to give me some Instagram profiles about a certain topic, and it came up with profiles that didn't exist, but there was some real ones. So that's why you really need to be careful, which brings us to the next point, is don't just cut and paste and go. So don't just cut out and paste ChatGPT's responses into anything, really. Make sure you read it and make sure that you edit it. It's never 100% correct most of the time, especially when it's creating content or it's responding to an email for me or something like that. You need to add your own spin to it. You need to add your own knowing and context and things of that nature that it may miss out on, and tone. You can, of course, ask it for these things, but it rarely gets it like 100% in your voice, and sometimes it gets it really wrong. So it's important that you don't just cut and paste and go with whatever it gives you. And then finally, quality in, quality out. If you're frustrated with ChatGPT's responses, it may be because you're not giving it the best prompts that you can and that it needs to give you the results that you're really looking for, into getting you closer to your voice, to your tone, to your intent with what you're asking it to produce or with the questions that you're asking it to respond to. So it's really important that you understand how to write an effective prompt to get effective answers. Now, sometimes you can put in a simple prompt and it gives you a really good answer, but if you're really trying to use this as an everyday part of your business operations, you need to understand what to feed it and what details about your business to give it so that it gives you the most time-saving responses that you can apply more easily with less editing. Okay, so again, understand what you're working with, what its limitations are, and where it's getting its data. Understand that it does not give static responses. These are dynamic responses, which can lead to hallucinations. Don't cut and paste and go. Make sure you're reviewing anything that ChatGPT gives you before you put it out into the universe. And finally, the better your prompt, the better your results and your time savings. If you want to learn the art of prompt writing for ChatGPT and how to apply Chat better to your business, please join me for Unlock the Magic of ChatGPT, which is my beginner course into using ChatGPT for your business. And the core of that course is really for you to understand how to write effective prompts, for you to start experimenting with ChatGPT and unlocking all the magic it can give you to your everyday business operations. Make sure to subscribe if you want more tips and tricks about using ChatGPT, as well as other resources that will make your hustle happier.